Greetings. My name is Skylar Heindel with Trio Student Sports Services. I hope you're all having a great time getting to know campus and our community during your first few days. I've collected some videos from students we work closely with at SSS to talk about their experiences. Hopefully, their stories can enlighten your own time at college. Welcome to St. Scholastica.
I'm Marissa Bober. I'm a bio major with a psych minor, a pre-vet path, and I am a junior.
My name is Samuel McCord. I'm a senior exercise physiology student with an intention in physical therapy.
I'm Eunice Hunter. I'm a junior here at St. Scholastica, and my major is communication.
Well, I was at CSS during my high school, so I was through Upper Bound, and I was like, why not keep going to St. Scholastica? And so I lived on campus my freshman year, and that was amazing. I loved it. It was way different than doing the Upper Bound summers, just because it was actual college. There was a ton of people, so it wasn't really I had a choice to leave, but I wanted to stay.
I'm a close to town boy. I'm from Carlton, Minnesota, about 30 minutes down the road. My sister came here before me, which is another deciding factor. I had the opportunity initially to play football here, which is a great open the door for me opportunity. Other than that, I really cherish the college's value, how personable they are with every student that walks through the door. And I think they offered me the best opportunity for my intentions as a career in physical therapy. They really paved the way for, success in the future.
My senior year in high school, I didn't know what I was going to do, where I was going to continue my education, or if I was going to go a different route. But I was close enough with Megan Perry Spears that she kind of convinced me to come to CSS and continue my education there. So from there, I just kind of talked with her, my counselors, and then my host family, my mother, and then we just kind of put a plan together to just see what we could do and go to St. Scholastica, I think.
Well, so my freshman year, I struggled, and I feel like a lot of people struggled. But once I figured out a routine, I feel like I did pretty well. And that was my second semester. So I made sure to get a ton of exercise. So I tried to wake up early and I went to the gym, or I would go to the exercise class, the fitness classes on campus. I also made sure to have good food to eat. So I had yogurt in the morning. I had salads often. I actually did a different, I made sure I was eating good food. I didn't try to eat out a lot. And 8 hours of sleep, because my first semester, I would go to bed at 4 a.m. and wake up for my 8 a.m. and it was not good. It was
I think I really stay grounded by the interactions I have with other students. It's easy to kind of, go off in your own tangent. But I think, interacting with other friends, faculty, even some of your really close colleagues in your whatever program you may be involved with, that really keeps me grounded in that I can always rely on them if I need to. I'm pretty self-sufficient, but in the time where, something goes wrong or whatever may happen, I can always rely on others to help keep me in line and keep me grounded.
One of the ways I stay grounded is staying involved in campus, meeting with my professors, meeting with my counselors, my advisor if need be, just meeting new students and finding different outlets besides going home every day and just doing homework. In college is definitely a hard part in everybody's life, because you don't know how to meet new people or how you're going to meet new people. But as long as you're open to meeting new people, I think you'll enjoy it a lot. I do student activities, I do intramurals, and I'm in a knitting club.
balancing like socializing and like homework and like school is difficult, trying to like be friends with everyone and then also having to do homework. And so you have to make sure like, okay, this time is to hang out with friends and then this time is to study. And so that's like really hard for me, especially when I want to do everything and anything and see everyone and anyone.
A big challenge for me in college was adjusting to the social dynamics that come with attending a college like the College of St. Scholastica. It took me a while as a freshman and even in the little bit of the sophomore year to really find my place with the group of people I did. I at first didn't join many clubs. I didn't join many organizations other than the football team. And by joining those clubs sophomore year, I really found, the group of people that I really wanted to be incorporated with. If I had never done that, I don't know if I ever would have adjusted socially to the college aspect.
I think one of my biggest challenges, especially my freshman year, is if you're in any sport, I think finding the right balance between having fun, going to class, and also giving a lot of time to sports. And my biggest challenge was I had a struggle balancing those three.
So I personally from high school, I never like skipped school. And so that came with like going to college. I was like, I'm paying for these classes. Why would I skip them? So honestly, my freshman year, I tried not to skip any classes just because I knew it was like important to go to them. And then I made sure before classes that I got 8 hours sleep or else I would fall asleep in class. And there's probably some teachers that know that I do fall asleep in class. So I made sure that I'd sleep before class. So then I retained everything from my classes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a very schedule-oriented person. I think all of the components of the Benedictine Balance I incorporate into my schedule from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. Even time to just sit down and reflect with myself, if it's driving in my car to go home or, getting coffee and just sitting and thinking, that's all kind of incorporated into my schedule. Same with some of the stuff that's much easier to incorporate in the schedule, like physical activity. I really like going to the gym in the morning, the Burns Wellness Center in the morning. And, food, the same thing. I always eat around the same time. I eat very similar things day to day. Class is obviously another one that's really easily scheduled. That's basically set up for you. You just have to go to it. And if you can develop a schedule that works well for you, that you can incorporate all the parts of the Benedictine Balance, I think that really benefits students and everyone involved with the Benedictine Balance.
I think getting good sleep is definitely a number one on the priority list because without sleep, you can't really function. You think that when you're in college, you got to stay up late and finish and grind out all the homework you can, but honestly, sleep is really important. And I think also eating healthy as well too, because there's definitely stereotype that all college people or all college students just eat junk food, ramen noodles, things like that. But eating real food, home cooked meals sometimes can really bring out, I guess, the best in you, I guess. And then also staying active. And I also said earlier that I am in intramurals, and I really tend to enjoy it a lot. It's not so much pressure as being on a real team, but you also get to meet new people and have fun as well. So
The hardest one for me is probably eating the real food, because especially down in GDR, they have some good desserts and the ice cream machine, and it's like you just want to eat them all the time, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then you're like, maybe I should have a salad, and then you go get ice cream, and you're like, oh, it just balances out, but it doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty stereotypical response from me is that, sleep is definitely the hardest part. As someone who typically likes to go, and I know there's a lot of people that I, work with who like to go, it's hard to force yourself to get to bed and get a good night's sleep every night. I think that is definitely the hardest part for me, is that with everything that, even thinking about the next day, what needs to get done can affect your sleep the previous night. So, getting good night's sleep is definitely what's caused me the most grief throughout college.
Going to class, but in a learning sense, because, sometimes it can be challenging. You go to class and you bomb a test, or you're not retaining the information as easily as others, and you kind of want to not go as much, or you want to say, well, I'll go next time, or is it even worth it? But I know that going to class for me, when I'm not retaining information, can be hard. But also knowing that asking your professors for help and letting your advisors know what's going on in class if you're not doing so good is a good key to staying on top of that and making sure you can go to class, things like that. So
I would say, like, if you're struggling, reach out, because as an RA my sophomore year, like, I had tons of people reaching out to me, and like, we can help. Like, we have resources that can help you. You're not by yourself. And even reaching out to your friends that you make for your first year, it's very helpful. So we know, like, you're struggling, and we have resources to help you.
Yeah. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but I think getting a schedule in place that you can work with is a really great way to help manage all your time and really incorporate the Benedictine Balance in your life. I think that going through all these components of Benedictine Balance, there's a couple frameworks that you should go by. First and foremost, it should be safe, whatever it may be, what you eat in a day, how you relax. It should be safe first and foremost. But after that, it really should be something that you enjoy. You're not going to be able to incorporate these parts of the Benedictine Balance in your life if you can't enjoy them, right? If you don't like running, why would you run? If you like going for bike rides, go for bike rides. And that's always a great substitute. If you don't like kale, maybe have spinach instead.
Advice I would give is have fun, join lots of clubs, and meet new people, because without that, you won't have that healthy balance of going to school and eating right. And, so I would say kind of let loose, but also realize that it is a lot different from high school, and you will have some things that you probably have never seen, classes you definitely have never taken. So just finding a balance of being happy and then going to school.